Welcome, my amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you are joining from. If you are joining me from Asia, from Africa, from Europe, from America, or from Australia, I thank you very much for your contribution on my channel. Please kindly go to the comment section each time you watch my video. Put down your comment. Say it the way you want it. Say it the way you feel it. Every observation you make in the video, put it down on the comment section. It's all welcome. You can criticize if you so desire. It's welcome. That makes us get better and makes us understand more. Nobody knows it all. But the most important thing is that we will tell our story. We will not let people to hijack our story. In any way, in any manner, in any way we can be able to speak up and let people hear us, we will do so. It doesn't matter if we are correct. It doesn't matter if we are using the right language or not. But the most important thing that the people out there will hear our own side of story and know what we have to say. That is why you have to use your own platform, no matter how small, no matter how big. Speak up and let people hear your own part of the story. Don't allow your story to fall into the hand of the enemies. They will never tell it to your own advantage. That is why we will not allow them to change the story. We will not allow them to change the narrative. We continue to speak and say it the way it is. Whatever narrative that they are pushing out there that is false, we will stand against it and stamp it down and let the world hear that which is the truth. That is our aim here. We are not here to hate anybody. Neither are we fighting against anybody or any tribe. We are not here to demonize anybody. We are not preaching any hate speech about anybody. What we are doing is to bring out the truth. The truth and nothing but the truth. Speak the truth about the situation of things in that very contraption called Nigeria so that they cannot change the narrative. The media in the Nigeria and the international media are always playing the situation of Nigeria down. Playing it down, not making people to understand. People who will come to the aid of the country not to come because they are playing it down. We will not allow that. We will say it the way it is without any political correctness. That is what we do. That is what we do. And we are doing it out of love, not out of hate. We are doing it out of love because nobody in that very contraption called Nigeria is smiling. Nobody in that very contraption called Nigeria is enjoying. It doesn't matter their area. You might be from the north, from the west, from the south, from the east. No matter your religion, nobody is finding it easy in that very contraption called Nigeria. That is why we say it the way it is. And every information they are pushing out there that is false, we bring it and we dissect it and expose it. Just like they are now accusing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of jumping bail, which is false. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I repeat, never jumped bail. They came to his house to kill him while he was preparing to go to court. 4 days to his court. They came to his house to kill him. In the process, 28 people were gunned down in his house, including Jack, the dog. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, by the special grace of Chukwu Abiyama, escaped them. They were not able to kill him. Until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu secured his life and continued his mission to restore Biafra. All of a sudden, we heard of the extraordinary rendition against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is what they have committed. Another crime to violate the international law. They violated international law once again just to get hold of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Here we are today, and they are trying to push out a narrative that is false. Now they are bringing another new charges, charging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of incitement on the media. What a laughable charge! That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is inciting people. What do you mean by incitement? What do they understand by incitement? Who did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu incite? What does it mean to incite people? What does it mean to janjaweed to incite people? Sometimes they come out, they make an allegation without any background, without any evidence. They come and make an allegation that doesn't hold water. You accuse Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of incitement. What did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu incite? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu only came online to wake up the mindset of people, to wake people up about what is about to happen in Nigeria, which is what is going on today. He came on to wake up the people of Nigeria, to tell them that something terrible is happening. A genocide is about to be committed against the indigenous people of that very contraption, that they should wake up. He wasn't just talking to the Biafrans, he was talking to everybody in that very contraption, while concentrating on Biafra, which is his own region, to save them from that very calamity. People kept silent. Some people called him a noisemaker, some called a different kind of names. But today, everything that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have revealed and said is what is happening. Is it the revelation that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made that you are calling incitement in social media? Is it the truth that he was saying in social media that you are calling incitement? Obviously, he was saying the right thing. That was why every social media where he was preaching could not be able to take down his messages or push him out. You saw what Twitter did. when your Buhari in Asarok did what he did. What happened? Twitter took it down. But every message that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been pushing on Twitter, we have verified, tested and verified, and the truth. That was why they couldn't take it down. And then you are calling that incitement. Well, if you have to call the message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the message of awareness of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu incitement, I'm going to share with you some videos and tell me what you will call those videos. First of all, let us take the video of Danjuma. You know, retired General Danjuma, one of the people who put Nigeria in the condition that they are, one of the people who massacred the Biafrans and killed the Biafrans, one of the people who inspired the genocide against Biafrans. Today, his own place has been occupied by the Janjaweed, and he's afraid. And because of his fear, he came out to make his video when he called for people to defend himself. What are you going to call that? Watch the video once again.
Every one of us must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral. They collude. They collude. They collude with the armed bandits. They kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movements. They cover them. If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die one by one.
After watching the video of Danjuma, what was Danjuma doing? Was he trying to wake people up, create the awareness to people, or was he inciting people? Are you going to call that incitement or what? What are you going to call what Danjuma was saying? You said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu inciting people. I share with you again another video. This video was a revelation that was made by one Professor Dr. Malafia. The video that Malafia released to tell us what is about to happen. Exactly the same revelation with the revelation Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was making. Exactly the revelation Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been preaching about and making. Dr. Malafia came to confirm it, and he preached about it and asked people to stand up and defend themselves. Are you going to call that incitement? Watch Malafia what he said in his own message.
Abacha. And people don't give him his due. Do you think he would have tolerated such nonsense? General Abacha famously said that if an insurgency lasts for more than 2 days, the government knows. That is the real and the truth. And let me make some revelations, because some of us also have our own intelligence networks.
Okay.
Have met with some of the bandits. We have met with some of their high commanders. 1 or 2 who have repented. They have sat down with us, not once, not twice. They told us that one of the northern governors is the commander of Boko Haram in Nigeria. Boko Haram and the bandits are one and the same thing. They have a sophisticated network. During this lockdown, their planes were moving up and down as though there was no lockdown. Moving ammunitions, moving logistics, moving money, and distributing them in different parts of the country. They're already in the south, in the rainforest of the south. They're everywhere. They told us that when they finish these rural killings, they will move to phase 2. The phase 2 is they will go into the urban cities, going from house to house, killing prominent people. I can tell you, this is the game plan. By 2022, they want to start a civil war in Nigeria. Don't joke with what I'm saying. I have a PhD from Oxford University. I'm a central banker. We don't talk nonsense. So don't joke with what I'm telling you. I have this from the highest possible authority, higher authorities of some of the commanders of the killers and Boko Haram.
You said northern governors, past or present, Dr. Badaya?
No, current. No, they said one of them is the commander of Boko Haram in Nigeria. One of them. and they are not looking for money. They have more than enough money. In fact, he told me they just came back from one of the Middle East countries in private jet, full of ammunition and dollars.
Did they tell you, Dr. Badaya, why they would want to cause civil war in 2022?
Yes, so that they can continue in power. I'm not making this up. I am not joking about this. I love Nigeria. I don't like the shedding of innocent.
After listening to Malafia, what do you call the message of Malafia? Is that incitement? Are you going to call it incitement or creating awareness? Are you going to call it incitement or creating awareness? You said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was inciting with social media simply because he was calling people to wake up. And everything he has said in his message from 2012 that he started shouting are coming to pass one after the other in your own very eye. Today, the terrorists have taken over the northern part of Nigeria completely, and they are trying to occupy the southern part of Nigeria by force. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been shouting, crying, telling people what is about to come, telling them to protect themselves. Now you have called it incitement. If you call that incitement, now watch what your own person, one Janjaweed, the Janjaweed, your Minister of Defense, your own Minister of Defense in that very country for Nigeria, the Minister of Defense, what he has to say. Are you going to call what he's saying incitement, or what are you going to call? Are you going to call that one incitement or not incitement? When he told people to protect themselves and stop being cowards, what are you going to say about the message of your defense minister? Watch your defense minister when he made his own comment.
Is it the responsibility of the military alone? It's the responsibility of everybody to keep alert and find safety when necessary. But we shouldn't be cowards. At times, the banditry will only come with about 3 rounds of ammunition. When they fire shot, everybody runs. In our younger days, we stand to fight any aggression coming to us. I don't know why people are running away from mano, things like that. They should stand and let these people know that even the villagers, they have the competence and capability to defend themselves. But our own duty is to ensure no Nigerian is hurt, and we're capable of protecting the integrity of this nation. And we will continue to do it, even though we are so stretched.
Are you supporting the use of firearms by citizens?
It's an issue where probably even in the developed countries, they are still debating on it, whether to continue or not. But I don't advise Nigeria to start using firearms for personal use.
After watching the defense minister, that is not enough for you. You are not still yet convinced. You are not still yet convinced. Then watch another governor from Taraba State calling his own people to defend themselves and start being coward. That everybody should take arm and defend themselves in Taraba State. Watch the governor while he was saying it.
You have a situation where the military are in all the states of the Federation. Then you ask yourself, how many do we have? Are we not overstretching them? So the reality is, the responsibility of securing this country is ours, all of us. We have a role to play. And we must play it for the sake of the country, and for the sake of our children and grandchildren, not for the sake of the persons that are in office. I think we have to understand that whatever we do to restore security today, we are not doing it for one particular person or group of persons, but we are doing it for all of us, for the country, and in fact for Africa. A stable Nigeria means a stable sub-Saharan Africa. So I think we better be serious about this issue of security. Isn't it? If you say, okay, state of emergency, what do? We are having the same people, the same security agencies, the same capacities, and the same resources. So what are we talking about? We have a problem that everybody has a role to play. We better play it. Politics should be over. The security situation of the country is beyond partisan politics. It's a national concern for all of us, every responsible person.
I can give you as many videos as you want, as many videos of many, where people we are calling their own people to defend themselves. They were calling for people to defend themselves, calling their area, wake them up to defend themselves and stop waiting for military or whatever, because the military cannot protect them. The military is compromised. The military you have to wait for are Boko Haram. There are several videos, and after watching all this, you make bold to come out and accuse Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of incitement on social media, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was creating the awareness in the heart of his own people, telling them to wake up and protect themselves. Don't sleep and be killed in your sleep. Instead, die fighting. That was the message of Nnamdi Kanu. Then you term that incitement. If you have to arrest Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you start from Danjuma. Go and arrest General Danjuma. Arrest Malafia. Arrest the governor of Taraba State. Arrest your Minister of Defense. And arrest so many other people who have made a call for self-defense. You arrest all of them. Then before you can now come to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You see, they have no case against him. They have no case against him. This is a man who is fighting a just cause, but they try to paint him evil. Every revelation that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has made online, everything he has been shouting about are the truth and nothing but the truth, and wasn't incitement in any way. When they were talking about the issue of him telling people to kill soldiers of Kubo, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, go and listen to that broadcast. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started from explaining the plans of that very Janjaweed government and their military, which is open in everywhere. It is not a hidden thing. This very Janjaweed recruited Boko Haram. Members of Boko Haram were recruited into the army. Where have you ever happened in the world that you catch a terrorist, say you rehabilitate a terrorist, and put into your army, give him uniform and gun to go and begin to kill legally? This was what Nigerian government did. And people kept silent as if they didn't know what happened. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, trust me, for a man that sees far and knows what is going to happen, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wasn't silent. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started shouting that the people you are seeing in uniform are not military men. They are not military men. People you are seeing in uniform are terrorists. And that is what they are. There is no way you can tell me that you are, even as we are talking, even a senator came out. I will look for the video to play. A senator came out to confirm that most of the people who they called repentant Boko Haram, who were brought up, later went back to the bushes and joined Boko Haram. There was one in particular that came back, even killed his own parents and beheaded them. Beheaded his own parents. These are the people you went and said they are repentant, and then you recruited them into the army, gave them weapon. Then you didn't even post them to the north, you shifted them to the southern part of Nigeria. They shifted them to the southern part of Nigeria to go and commit mayhem. They started killing indiscriminately until even the NSAS, when the NSAS come, that was when they came openly to begin to kill openly. While the NSAS program was coming, the southern part of Nigeria were there. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was shouting, protect yourself. The people you are seeing are not just the military men. They are terrorists in uniform. Protect yourself and defend yourself. Don't die like a coward. How is that incitement? When you know obvious that those people in uniform are not military men. They are terrorists in military uniform. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was only just waking people up to remind them so that they cannot lose their senses. You know, some of us are very forgetful. Some of us are very forgetful. When something happened, the next minute they have forgotten about it and go about their business. Maybe because of the hunger in Nigeria. People focus on their stomach. While they are chasing on what to eat, on how to survive, they forget about the information that is in their heart. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was always there to wake people up and remind them of what is coming. Is that what you call incitement? How for God's sake, is that an incitement? It's obvious these people have no case against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and we demand for his immediate release. His immediate release without any charges. Immediate release. That is what we demand. And that is what everybody should be demanding. The world will hear our voice that our spirit leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is 100% totally innocent. He is just a prisoner of conscience. Political prisoner. They are just trying to close him down, make sure that he doesn't reveal the secret that he knows. Nothing more. He's innocent in all areas. They have no charges against him.
Python that's one, Python that's two, now Python that's a three. Una Poli Mary Nandi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, na Python dance 3. Una puri meri Nnamdi. Nnamdi bụ onye du IPOB. O meriwo n'izu mbiro ya. Abakare Mamanda ụra. Una puri meri Nnamdi. Nnamdi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, na Python dance 3. Una puri meri Nnamdi. Nnamdi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, na Python dance 3. Una puri meri Nnamdi.
And we have to continue to speak up. It doesn't matter how it lasts. It doesn't matter how long it takes. We will continue to voice our opinion. We will never allow them to change the narrative. They have nothing against our supreme leader. We cannot allow them to change the narrative. The truth will always reign. The truth and nothing but the truth. And they cannot shy away from it. They cannot hide it, no matter how they try. That is why each time you come across my video or other Biafran videos or other Ududua videos, share it like wildfire. Let the video go viral. Share the videos. Let people get the video and know what is going on in that contraption. If you keep silent, the media are always ready. Their own plan is to change the narrative. They change the narrative and begin to paint the victims as the oppressors. That is their duty. And they are doing it perfectly well on their side. But the social media that Chukwu Gabema have given unto us, we are in charge of social media. Don't be silent. Any video that come across you, share it so that people will hear our voice. Do not allow them to tell your story. You will not be happy the way they're going to narrate the story. That is why we take charge of it. Tell our story the way it is. Wherever you are watching from, I appreciate you. Let us continue to pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wherever he is. May Chukwu Gabema continue to protect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, guide him, save him, and give him good health. May Chukwu Gabema continue to protect Sunday Igboho. May Chukwu Gabema continue to protect all the people who are fighting for their freedom in that very country called Nigeria. May Chukwu Gabema open a way for us all. We shall all get our freedom. As many as are looking for freedom in that very country called Nigeria, they shall always be free. They shall all be free, and we will all go into our freedom with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu alive. Thank you so much for watching wherever you are watching from, and remember blessed. Bye bye. See you again on the next video.